April 2nd, Wednesday, John 5:17 to 30. Every action is motivated by something. We do nothing without having a motivation behind it. No matter what we do it for a reason. Jesus is no different from any other person who has walked this earth. Everything he did was motivated by something. He always had an agenda. In today's gospel passage, we find ourselves in the aftermath of an act of Jesus. Specifically, his actions have provoked the ire of the established religious leaders of his day, who are questioning his motivation and reasoning for what he does. Briefly, a reminder about the setting so that we can understand our passage and what it is teaching us. Jesus was in Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. When he entered the city through the sheep gate, he saw near the pool a man who was paralyzed, lying there for 38 years. Jesus had compassion for this man and healed him of his ailment. Then Jesus withdrew into the crowd. The man gets into trouble with the established religious leadership for working on the Sabbath. He had the audacity to carry his mat, the only belonging on the Lord's day. The Pharisees wanted to know his motivation, and he informs them he was only acting via instruction, and they are engaged. They want to condemn the man leading people to break their laws. They want to understand what motivates someone to challenge the rules they have set for the Lord's holy day. The man returns to the Jewish leaders and informs them that it was Jesus who had healed him. This resulted in an increase in persecution for Jesus, as his opponents put their human, fleshly, and religious motivations above the motivations of the kingdom. In one sentence, Jesus defends his actions and outlines for us his motivation for everything he does, that which inspires his every thought, step, interaction, and action. That is his Father. Because God the Father is at work on the Sabbath, so too will God the Son work on the Sabbath. Yet not simply as the world works, because the Sabbath is a day of rest, but as God works, bringing compassion, hope, and healing, and worshiping. Jesus claims that He is able to work because, like the Father, He is Lord over the Sabbath. He lives to do as God does. His motivation was not for power, pride, or status, but to seek and save the lost and bring healing to the hurting, regardless of the day of the week. What motivations you have? Wishing you a good day. Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.